What's up, my viewers and subscribers on YouTube? Today I'm bringing a UU match against a player that I found on the Wi-Fi Battle Finder called KyleKing101, and it's a very, very fun match. We both really enjoyed ourselves, and as you can see from his team, he has a lot of bulkier type Pokemon like the Mew, the Raikou, Swampert, Dusclops. Very bulky team that can take hits. And the Dusclops is what scared me the most because I really didn't have too much that could hurt him besides my Crocodile. But anyway, I'm going to lead off with my Rotom, go for the Discharge first turn because I know the Frostlash probably won't want to stay in on me, and even if it does, getting it paralyzed is always nice instead of using Overheat and lowering my attack 2 stages right off the bat. But it does go into the Dusclops. I'm going to go for a Discharge again, and I still don't get the pair hacks, which is unfortunate. I'm going to go for the Overheat here, just seeing how much damage I can possibly do to him. And that brings him down very, very low. And now he's going to go for the Nightshade. I know on this next coming turn, he's going to probably want to go for the Pain Split, but I honestly still want Rotom for later, and I don't want Toxic and Pain Split to wear him down anymore. So I'm just going to go into my Crocodile to scare him out potentially. I know Dusclops can definitely take hits, but nothing wants to take a stab dark type move if that's the type it's weak against. So I'm going to go for the Crunch, and in comes the Swampert. I still do a decent chunk, about a fourth after leftovers. So I was surprised that Crocodile did that much damage to a defensive wall like Swampert. But anyway, he's going to go for the Scald, and it's going to hit my Blastoise. This is my special defensive one. And I'm going to take the Scald really well because obviously special defensive, max HP, max special defense. And plus I resist. So anyway, going to go for the Toxic here. It's always good to cripple a wall because with Toxic on them, they really cannot function too well in battle unless they do have a Heal Bell Pokemon on their team, which looking at his team, he did not. So I'm just going to go for Scald, I believe here. Yeah, go for a Scald. I'm just trying to whittle down this Swampert. I know I can take Earthquakes decently well. I mean, I'm not a defensive Blastoise, but still, even without defense EVs, I can take hits pretty well. But I think this next coming turn I switch out or I go for another Scald. I think I go for another Scald, actually. Oh, no. Well, I switch out, go into my Zapdos predicting an Earthquake, and that's exactly what he's gonna do because he's trying to whittle my wall down as well. So gonna go into my Zapdos, and at this point in time, Toxic is doing a lot of damage to him. I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power. I really need to turn it to Grass because it's just with the introduction of Swampert, Grass is so much more useful now. But I'm not going to be able to take him out. If it was Grass, I would have been able to take him out. He would not have gotten his rocks up, which were kind of detrimental later in the game, but not really. But anyway, he's going to send in his Nidoking. I'm going to Roost to see what type of Nidoking he is. If he was Scarfed, it probably would have taken me out, but he's not Scarfed. But he is going to do a lot of damage with that Ice Beam, so I want to get out of there. Go into my Blastoise, and I thought that he was expert belted or something. So I thought he was locked into Ice Beam. He would switch, etc., etc. But on this turn, he's going to go for a Thunderbolt. So I don't really know what item he is. That turn is what led me to believe that he's expert belted. But I'm going to go into my Crocodile now. And I'm going to go for an Earthquake, I believe. And I kind of knew the Dusclops was coming back in, but I thought he might overpredict and, not leave Nidoking in, but bring in something else that could take the Earthquake. But at this point, I don't really care about Crocodile too much, so I'm just going to leave him in. I know he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, but that doesn't bother me in the slightest. Since the Pain Split, it really weakened his chances of doing any severe damage to my opponent's team. So, Burn is going to soon take me out. I'm just going to go for another Earthquake. I believe he goes for a Nightshade just to take me out on this turn. And Crocodile goes down. So, like I said, he wasn't going to serve much of a purpose in this match, but it is kind of sad to lose a Pokemon so early over nothing, really. But going to go for the Dragon Pulse here, take out the Dusclops. And that's always great. And now he's going to go into his Raikou. I'm going to set up a Rain Dance because I thought he would either Sub or Calm Mind, but he's going to go for a Thunderbolt, and he's going to show me that he's Life Orb. And I'm going to set up this Rain Dance, and now I definitely know that my Hydro Pump will be able to take him out. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Raikou is kind of the thing I was fearing the most because I didn't really have too much to deal with him, seeing as how my Blastoise is special defensive, but he does have that really powerful Thunderbolt stab with Life Orb. But then again, I did have Snorlax, and Snorlax is also a wall, quote unquote, of some kind. He's more of a tank. But I'm going to be able to take out two of his Pokemon with my Kingdra. And so Kingdra does do his job, taking out those Pokemon. So now in comes his Mew. I'm going to bring in my Zapdos. I don't know what type of Mew this is. The rocks are going to do 25%, I believe. And he's going to go for a Sucker Punch while I Roost. I'm not going to try to take out his Mew just yet. I honestly don't know what kind of Mew it is, so I didn't want to go for the offensive move too early. But this time I am going to go for an offensive move. I thought I should have roosted again, but I didn't. Going to go for the Thunderbolt, and it's going to do a decent chunk to Mew. It's going to do about 60%. But the rain stops now. He's going to go for a Zen Headbutt. It's Stab. I'm guessing he's either Max Attack or, it doesn't really matter. He does have Life Orb, and it's going to be enough to take out my Zapdos, even though Zapdos is pretty bulky. But now I'm going to send in my Snorlax. He's going to go for another Zen Headbutt. I dodge the attack, which I find is so funny, considering Snorlax is one of the biggest, fattest Pokemon in the game, and I dodged Mew, one of the most agile Pokemon. But gonna get a curse up for free. He's gonna go for a drain punch. It's honestly not gonna do that much. He is gonna get a lot of HP back because Snorlax just has so much of it. But after a +1 curse and the Life Orb damage, I will be able to take him out with a Body Slam. So Mew goes down, and all he has left now, I think, is man, what does he have left? The Nidoking. That's it. He has a Nidoking left. He's gonna go for Earth Power. It's gonna do pretty much nothing to my Snorlax. And I'm going to go for an Earthquake to take him out. So that was a very fun game. Really enjoyed myself. I know he did as well. He does have a YouTube channel I figured out about, so I'll leave the link in the description. I don't know if he has too many videos. I think he has like 2. But anyway, comment, rate, subscribe to me. Definitely go check him out. Like the video. And I'll be sure to bring you guys some more battles later this week. Peace.